It's week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see the Cowboys.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Canton. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. He does that again here. They should be winners.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And not what they wanted to see, just one play in. Their tight end shaken up as we get a timeout. Training staff out to work on him. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4 there. And it sets up first down. They put Scott in motion left. On first down, here's Daniels. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. out to start this drive. Oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Coleman with the grab. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Let's see what they went with on third down. Look into the air here. Pushing it up past the 30. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. That punt gets up to 59 yards. Man, it'll be their football. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Daniels. On target to his man Higgins. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Daniels on first down. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Will drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
The Huskies lining up for a punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Into the hands of Olave. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Short side option here. He's running left. And he'll take this forward to the 20 before they take him down to the turf. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd down. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. New set of downs for him at the 38. Play fake here, Daniels. He's going deep. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So it's second down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Motioning the tight end now. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. So no return on that punt. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Complete to Coleman. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from this one right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Hits him on the out route. This is ahead for about 5. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's a give up the middle. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has a lane inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
1st down, Dallas.
From the red zone now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They'll run here on first down. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He gets this to Tyler Scott. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to the well again. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Bullock's kick is good. And they'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he rips off 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's dropping back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Complete out to the right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be a 44-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends their lead to 14.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Back to throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll get you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to deliver the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock.
And with no halftime report this week, it seems, we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throw left side, complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Reek Woolen. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So that brings up 2nd down. He'll throw it. Finds his man, Waddle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now, off play action. This is complete to Olave. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll run it from the gun. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The offense getting set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that short gain is enough for you set it down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Blown back, gets the handoff. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
On now comes their punter. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Cowboys about set to take over. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
On first down, they'll run. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking for a throw here. Olave with the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Their offense running back out now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. On first down, here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set. Third down. To throw, Daniels. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That's a 26-yard gain on fourth down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
That was a whole lot of hoofing it all the way across the field before the two tight end and QB could find a window in that zone to get him the ball. He had to earn that catch in every single yard that came with it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A give now from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Daniels back to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Daniels now. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the touchdown. The Huskies get it back to within 2 possessions. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Huskies cut the lead down to 10. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. Do they get their own kick back? Yes! What a play! They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Play fake here. Daniels. Finds his back complete.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Again, Daniels to the air. He's on them. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Here he is on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Pierce up the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Canton.